What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy. Something. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick demonstration over Trifecta by Sauceware Audio. Make sure if you guys do like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. With no further delay, let's get right into Trifecta, baby. Some, hit the key. All right, guys, so when you open up Trifecta, it is going to look like this. Trifecta will work in the free version of Kontakt along with the paid version of Kontakt. Basically, the idea behind this plugin is that it has 3 different layers. So as you look down here at the keyboard, each one of the presets is gonna have different layers. And so with this, the bottom notes are gonna be like bass notes. And then right here in the middle are gonna be geared up for like chords. And then this top over here is gonna be for like your melodies. So then each one of the presets is gonna have 3 different layers. As we look here, it's pretty cool because right here you can see you have reverse. Then you also have halftime. And you get that on your keys and you're gonna get that on the lead. So that's pretty solid. You can change that on the go. Just if you put reverse or halftime on keys, it doesn't automatically go on lead. So you can control these and you can turn each one of the layer off or on if you want to as well, which is pretty solid. You got graphics. I'll show you those here in a moment. And then you're gonna get controls over a bunch of different effects. So you have filter effects, you have LFO effects. Over here, you have chorus, flanger, phaser, rotary, wobble, and a bit crush. Then you have drive for distortion and reverb here as well. And then you have delay. And the same thing with this applies as with the halftime and the reverse. You can put different effects on each layer, which is pretty solid. So you can do a whole lot in this plugin because you can do a lot with like halftime, reverse. You can put effects on all your different sounds. You can do a whole lot with this without ever leaving the actual plugin, which is solid. I made a little sample beat as always. I used Trifecta for everything. And then even the hi-hats and the snares I use from the Trifecta kit that you will get. I'll talk about that a little bit later on in the demonstration as well. This is definitely not all the way mixed down, but let's go. All right, guys, so that's the sample little beat that I cooked up for you guys today. Let's go ahead and hop back into Trifecta and check out some of these presets and check this plugin out a little bit more. So I've got a different melody pulled up. This melody, I actually use all 3 of the different levels. So then this sample is gonna come from all 3 of these different layers. So it's pretty solid that you can get all of that from just one preset. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to turn just the keys on for a second. I'm gonna turn everything off for just one moment. And then we're gonna go through kind of what it sounds like with reverse, halftime, and some of the effects on there. So as you see there, you can get a different sound really quick. We'll turn this lead up and we'll turn this on reverse now. So just gives you something a little bit different. We'll turn this halftime on. Now, what's also cool about this is, like, let's say I come up here and then I have these presets right here. So when I come back over to this preset, this was the preset that I originally had it on. It sounds like this again. Now, each one of the presets has different snapshots underneath it. So you can click over and it's going to give you something that's going to be similar. It's going to sound a little bit different, but it's going to sound similar to that preset that you had it on. I mean, as you can see there, it's pretty solid. Let's go ahead and listen to a couple more of them. And as you can see, there's a bunch. So there's like 3 to 5 for each one. Let's just go ahead and go through some of these presets so you can hear what they sound like. And so, like, these are pretty solid layers in my personal opinion. So it's like you can get into this and immediately get to going. I'm gonna go ahead and go to a different pattern so that we can hear some more different sounds. And so what's cool about this too is another thing that you can do is, you can start moving these, moving your layers up to see what they sound like. And so as you can see there, you just get a different sound, just moving stuff around too. So that's pretty solid. Let's go ahead and go to the next preset. So another thing that I didn't show you guys yet is that there is animation in this thing too. So as you see, when I turn up my leads to when I turn them down, you get floral life, and then you kind of get Panic at the Disco. When you mess with the keys, basically your speakers get bigger, and then with the bass, your bass it's not there, or he's telling you, fam, that's that fire right there. Because every time I turn it up and he be looking at me like this, I'll be like, yeah, bass about to smack. So another thing that I forgot to mention about the plugin is that it has chord mode. So as you see, if I push down one of these notes right here, just a single note, but I can come over here and I can choose which kind of chords that I want to pick. You can pick the key, and then you can pick the scale right here as well. And now listen. So that's another nice feature in the plugin as well. All right, so I'll go ahead and go through a few more presets so you guys can hear what a few more of the presets sound like. And then I'll go through one more different melody stack, you know, obviously using all three of the layers so you guys can hear some more. So I got this melody next. The panning on that one's pretty sick. The last thing I want to talk about with Trifecta is that when you purchase Trifecta, you get a whole bunch of stuff with it as well. So you're gonna get a MIDI pack, you're gonna get a drum kit, you're gonna get a bunch of samples, and you're gonna get some accents. So over here, I have some of the accents and some of the MIDIs and some of the samples, so on and so forth. So here's what some of the samples sound like. So as you see there, you're gonna get a bunch of samples. You're even gonna get more than this. This was just the beta samples that they sent out. But you're gonna get a drum kit that's gonna have just a bunch of sounds in it. You're gonna get a bunch of accents. You're gonna get a bunch of MIDIs like I mentioned before. So I mean the plugin comes with a lot too. The last thing I'm gonna play for you guys is I made a little sample beat using one of the samples. I used all the drums from the kit. And then I used Trifecta over here, and then I kind of changed the beat up a little bit. So I'm just gonna probably play it to like right here, because what's nice about this too is I took this sample and then they had a MIDI from that sample. So then I took that MIDI from the sample, I changed it around, I put a different instrument on it, and I just got a completely different sound. So it kind of sounds like this. Definitely not all the way mixed down, but let's go. All right, guys, that's what I got for you guys today. Make sure if you guys do like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some hit the key.